Been a while. So awkward on camera. I just got this damn sweater and I already have a coffee stain on it. Like, already. Just got it yesterday. I had a talk with one of my managers today on a promotion that I really want and that they're considering me for at work. And, work. I walk in, guns a-blazing, super confident, and then all of a sudden, I look down, I have a coffee stain. So, as per usual, this coffee stain is just staring him right in the face. It's staring him more in the face than I am. This is probably all he saw. Hey, yeah, I'd love to talk to you about the promotion. I made great life choices. I'm not messy at all. Just a super all-around together person, you know? Wow, so the laptop didn't just die on me. So, surprisingly, this video is not about how I spilled coffee on my sweater or how stained my life is. No, this video, if I can get through it without sounding like an idiot for 2 seconds, this video is actually about why I haven't been doing YouTube for a really long time. So sorry to disappoint anyone looking for a funny video, a challenge video, story time, scary video. It's sorry to disappoint, seem to be doing that a lot lately. Yeah, about why I haven't been on here and what's been going on in my life. This is a good place to vent, and not only vent, but like explain to all my 40 subscribers. No, I'm kidding. I'm thrilled that I'm at 40. I don't ever post, ever, as anyone can see. The last post was a really long time ago, a couple months ago. The last post was actually about why I left YouTube for a while. So this is, I guess, consistent content. As some of you may know, some of you may not know, I recently went through a ton of changes in my personal life, in my work life. Everything is different. I was engaged. I had been dating the same person for at that time it was about, I want to say almost 2 years. I really don't want to get into detail what happened there. That's not what this video is about. I learned a long time ago that bashing your exes is not cool. Even if they did some messed up stuff, it's still not okay. And I did some messed up stuff too, so I can't talk. Everybody makes mistakes, everybody learns, everybody grows. And just because you're not meant to be with somebody doesn't mean you sit on camera and bash them. Especially on a public platform where some people that watch these videos know him and know who I'm talking about. I have no ill will against this person anymore. I'm not gonna lie, I was deeply hurt by what happened. There were a lot of things that led up to our breakup and broken engagement. I wish him nothing but the best. When you are that involved in someone's life for so long, lived together, saw each other every single day, were ready to commit your lives to each other, it's kind of hard to immediately after go back to being friends, which we tried, which failed. I also realized something else. It's been a couple months since our breakup. So I was on Tinder a lot, and I was trying to meet somebody so desperately. And I kind of realized through that it was basically a crutch. It was a means to move on and to get over someone, and that's just not how you do it. Some people might, and that's your preference, and that's okay. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to say anything about anyone's lifestyles. If you like doing the rebound thing, as long as the other person knows what you're doing, I find zero wrong in that. For me to become mentally healthy and stable, and to figure out who I was again without this person, I've really just learned recently I need to stop dating. Thumbs up this video, let me know in the comments if you guys want my whole like what's wrong with Tinder kind of video, because I have a lot of receipts. I'm not gonna lie, after this person and I broke up, to not give too much away, we had to meet up for a certain reason, to pay a certain debt that we both acquired off. So we were meeting up, we were talking about stuff, it was getting like emotional, We would talk about what was going on in our lives and things like that, and that was all great. I'm not gonna lie, I started thinking about the past, and that happens to me all the time. I do this to myself. I'm supposed to be trying to get over something and trying to move on from something, and just emotions, memories, everything flood back. And I feel like that's a lot of people's problem. I had asked this person if there was, first of all, I had asked him, do you ever think about us anymore? I have. It's crossed my mind. I mean, that relationship was so unhealthy, and like from both of us, on both of our ends, and we did nothing to compliment each other in any way, shape, or form. After a while, it had gotten just to where it was comfortable, and that was it. And I kept trying to force a romance, and he was, I think, trying to force himself to want to be with me romantically, but he just didn't anymore. There was so much resentment, so much tension from everything that happened. Just a lot. There was just so much that went on. And so anyways, I had asked him, because I mean, naturally it was on my mind. He looked at me and told me no, he hadn't thought about it. Do you see yourself ever maybe wanting to get back together? And his answer, again, you guessed it, was no. And that for me, I think, was the most therapeutic thing that has happened to me in a very long time. I left that car bawling my eyes out. I mean, bawling my eyes out. And then I thought I lost my phone in his car. I panicked. I raced back to the parking lot where we met up. I'm trying to see if he was still there. Of course he wasn't. So I went home, tried to message him, and finally he was like, no, you didn't take your phone in my car. So I felt like an idiot. I just left that night, I think, feeling so relieved. I felt like for the first time that this was really over. Afterwards, after the breakup, we were still talking. I had moved back in with my parents out of our apartment. He had moved somewhere else. So weird transition for both of us, and I think that's part of the reason also why we hung on, was it was comfortable to be around each other. We were kind of each other's rock for so long. After going through this and going through some other traumatic stuff, which I'll talk about, after hearing him say that he didn't even once consider us getting back together after our breakup, and hearing him say that he never wanted to again, it like full throttled, like kicked my ass into realizing, like, Brooke, you're being pathetic and get over it. And not to say that people are pathetic for wanting to get back together with their exes. I mean, plenty of people do. Some get back together, some don't. And that's fine and dandy. But like, this person had been like letting me know for some time that like, I don't want to get back together with you. And it just, I think, took that moment for me just to like for it to finally click. Like, he doesn't want me. And honestly, like, I'm not just saying this. After we broke up, I'm the happiest I've been in so long. With that person, I couldn't get myself together. And it wasn't just him, but it was like how miserable I was in that relationship that just drug me down constantly. I have anxiety and OCD and a touch of depression. And I know that. And I know that was one of the factors in me just not being able to really get my life together, because I wasn't dealing with it at the time. I wasn't on medication for it. And so now that I am, and now that someone that was so toxic in my life, and I was so toxic in his life, now that that person's out of my life, I feel like I can finally just breathe again. I feel like a humongous weight is lifted off my shoulders. To think about almost marrying someone who did not really love me, for all of me, who I am, what I am, that terrifies me. I almost let myself walk down an aisle to someone who wasn't fully in love with me because I was comfortable and because I was a safe spot. That's heartbreaking. After that last car talk that I talked about, more and more I'm realizing that it wasn't him. So I'm about to spoil something from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend season 3, which is on Netflix now. And if you haven't watched that show or season 3, then honey, what is you doing? No, but it's really good, I'm sorry. So if you want to skip over a spoiler to season 3 because it pertains to what I'm about to talk about, then go over to here. In season 3, if you've seen season 3 or you don't care about spoilers, Rebecca, the main character, figures out through all this stuff that's happened, it wasn't this person that she was in love with. It was an obsession because it was her own issues and her own holes and voids that she was trying to fill through this person. And I feel like that's what my last relationship was, honestly. I was in love with this person and I wanted to be with this person. But then I feel like as time went on and I got more depressed in the relationship, more just like wanting to leave the relationship, that it was more I didn't want to leave because it was filling a void because my life had gone downhill so much. I felt like if I wasn't with him, that void was just going to be there, that I wouldn't have a distraction from what was going on in my life. For the last little bit of our relationship, I had doubts every single day that we were together, and I never voiced them and I never said anything, and I feel horrible about that. Yes, he did some stuff to me that was beyond horrible, but like the way that I started acting, the things that I was doing, the things I wasn't doing, really horrible as well. I mean, just the way that I was acting because of how damn depressed I was. So really briefly, I'll just go over this in case people are wondering what I was talking about before when I said I'll explain all of that later in the video, or whatever I said. We had 2 cats together and they were brother and sister. And when we split up and we had lost our apartment, which is a whole other story as well. I'm not going to get into that in this video. The cats were living with this person I was with before. Long story short, one of my cats got out and it is gone. I also don't want to say this next part because this video is not to bash him. If anybody knows him, this video is not to defame his character or say anything negatively about him. So I'm just gonna skip over what I was going to say about that whole situation. That happened, so that's what's also been going on in my life. That was like one of the roughest things I've ever been through. And then enough with the sad stuff. Also, I started working at, I almost said it, at a store. And we're just gonna say it's a retail store that everybody loves. Love it there, and I love my coworkers, and I've made so many good friends, and I've met so many amazing people in it. I know it's like retail and everybody makes jokes about retail, but like really I love this job. I had jobs in the past, like my Potbelly sandwich shop job, the cleaning company job, everything like that. But this is the first job after those that I've kept in a really long time because of my anxiety and OCD. Just doing the cleaning company, and that was about it. And that was a family business. That was my mom and my aunt's business. And yes, I was, doing that, and yes, it was going well. It wasn't like a job. Also, right now I am filming on my sister's laptop. The laptop that I have has like, this camera is not great. I'm not even gonna lie about it. It's not all the lighting. Like, this camera is bad. But my laptop's camera is even worse, if you can imagine that. So it's been hard for me to film because of that as well. That was my really long, detailed explanation why I have not been filming YouTube videos. I guess life kind of took a ton of twists and turns, and some for the better and some for the worse. And honestly, besides like my cat that I'm still struggling to get over, everything happened for a reason, and everything is just, it's going so well now. I'm going to try to be putting up more YouTube videos if I get this promotion, which I'm hoping. I mean, I know there's other people, you know, gunning for it and everything, and that's awesome. And if they get it, I'm gonna be super happy for them. But I really want it, and I love this place, and I want to move up in the company. So if I get this promotion, I might not be able to film as much as I want to, but I'm going to try my hardest to start filming consistently. So if you guys want to see that, thumbs up this video, let me know what you thought in the comments. And if you guys want to see more of me in this face, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell icon to get notified whenever I post new videos, which I promise is going to be more frequently. Just work with me here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I promise I'm going to work on getting better equipment again. We had to sell that. That's another story. Anyways, thanks guys. Thanks for tuning in with me, and I'll see you later. Bye. What the hell? Stop!